Hi, welcome to the 15-minute doodle challenge. The plan is that I'm going to show you how easy it is to draw something, and it'll only take 15 minutes, and the challenge is to see if you can do the same or even better. So let me show you what materials we're going to be using today. It's just a Sharpie and a 0.3 fine liner pen, so keeping it nice and simple. No need for any pencils. We're going to go straight in with our pens today. So are you ready? Let's go for it, shall we? So we're going to draw Stumpy today, so let's start off with a nose right in the middle. Nothing too neat. You see I've double lined it as well, make it nice and wonky, that line all the way around. We don't like anything too smooth, just looks a little bit naff, I find. So let's go for that. Let's then put in a couple of eyeballs. Let's go for one over here. And again with the eyeballs, they don't have to be perfect circles. You can see how these are like more like 50p pieces. Of course, double line those as well. And the reason we do them like 50p pieces, or like hexagons, pentagons, whatever you want to call them. No, not pentagon. Like a hexagon is those natural kind of bends in there. That'll give us something to draw around later when we get the thin pen out. Okay. That's great for a eyes and nose. Let's go and put in a mouth next. So the mouth is going to stick behind the nose as well, the same way as the eyes did. So let's go from about there. It's going through, it's coming out the other side. It's a grumpy one. Make the ends of the mouth just rounded a little bit, little tiny round bits in there. But then let's also put in some teeth. Again, just remembering to double line absolutely everything you do. Awesome, we're doing good here. Let's carry on working. Let's go working around the mouth. The next thing we're going to do is just round here, look, a little C shape, and the same round there, a little C shape. That's going to give us a bit of an outside edge to this character. Okay, let's go. Let's work on the top, and then we'll work our way down to the bottom later. Either side of these eyes, we want to put in some like little eyebrows. So let's go for something like that. A little kind of, I call this a floater line because it doesn't touch anything. Same kind of thing on the other side. Little floater of a line, flicked off either end, nice and wonky in the middle. If you can't flick off, if you're struggling with that, just do some dots and dashes. Bits like that, and just throw those dots and dashes in everywhere. They always look great. Okay, let's go and put the head in. Now this character's head, we've got these like, I'm gonna have like two like gremlin style ears coming out of it as well. So let's go and put in a line like that first, nice and wonky. And then let's go and put in these ears. Now what we're going to do with these ears, they're going to be long thin bits. They're going to come all the way out, come back like a straw, and then down into the mouth. Okay, so something like this. So from about there, let's go out, come back, and then into the mouth, or into that bit of lip that we did there. Let's double line that, make it nice and wonky. Trick is to see if you can do something similar over on the other side. I'm probably going to make mine stick out a little bit further because I've drawn my character quite far over that way. So let's see if we can make this one just stick out a little bit further down. Look. Double line that as well. Awesome. We're going to do the inside of the ears with a thinner pen, so don't worry about that for the time being. Okay, we're doing great for time. We're only 4 minutes in. We've got loads of it done. Let's put in. We'll save the pupils till last. Let's go and work downstairs on the belly next. So with the belly, what we'll do is we'll do a little undercarriage. So like about the width of the nose there. Just bring that line down. How's that look? Let's do it a little bit wider. Little undercarriage. That is where the well, that's the undercarriage. That's the in between the legs. That's what we've just drawn there. And then what we'll do is we're going to put in the legs. Now we'll do the inside of the legs first. So two little lines coming down, That's the inside of the legs. We're going to keep the ankles really skinny and thin. And what we're going to do is just going to go up and flick off towards the mouth there. So let's go up around there, flick off towards the mouth. Same on this side, look, up around there, flick off towards the mouth. Let's double line that, remember, nice and wonky. Fab. I know that looks a little bit weird, so let's go and put the toes in so that you can see how they're going to look. Now for the toe, we're going to start here. This is the heel. We're going to start there, we're going to bring a line down, just hook it round. Then we're going to do a second line out of there, back into the ankle. So here we go. Hook it round first. One line, diagonal, hook it round. And then coming out the outside point of that, we're going to do another one slightly bigger. And bring it in there. We might also see another little toe, look, just hanging out that way. So let's go and throw another little toe in over there. Something similar on the other side, or maybe bigger, maybe smaller, whatever you want to do. So we've got that first diagonal hook coming out the tip of that hook, another bigger toe that goes all the way back into the ankle. And then that last little toe just poking out the back there. Let's just smooth that line across the top a little bit more. That's better. Awesome. Right, we're really getting there now. Let's go and add in some arms for our character. And we're going to make these arms kind of stick out a little bit, and we're going to make them, we're going to put some little fingers and thumbs on there as well. So just coming out from here, look, we're going to hook around and back into that point. So from there, hook around and back in, double line that. Brilliant stuff. There's our arm. Let's make it look more like a hand by putting in a thumb over there. And then 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Double lining everything as you go along. I'm going to put a pad in. Look, let's put a pad in on there because of the type of gremlin character this is. Other side then, let's do the same kind of thing on the other side. So coming out of there, tuck in. We've got our thumb at the top. We've got our 3 fingers. Double line in. How are we doing for time? We're 7 minutes in. We're halfway through. What else do we need to do? I think we are just about there with the fat pen. So we are going to go over to the thin pen a little while. Let's just quickly throw in a drop shadow. Always risky to be colouring stuff in when we're on a time scale, but there you go. Just imagine our character is standing on a disc. Oh man, this is going to take ages. Obviously, if you're falling behind, then don't do this bit, or do this bit right at the end. I just find that a drop shadow just holds our character to the ground a little bit more. Colour it all in black. What I also like to do is just add a few more discs across the floor just to break up that shadow a little bit. So for example, let's put one just there, one just there. Do you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Right, that looks great. Let's go and get our thin pen out now. So we've got 5-6 minutes left. Get your 0.3 pen out, and we're just going to get in a little bit closer and add some extra bits to our character. First thing we'll do, let's go and put in the ears. Now we're going to draw a curve. It's going to come out from there, it's going to go in towards the ear, but as we go down there, what I'd like you to do is just put the odd little V shape in. So imagine that curve going across there, but every now and then just put the odd little V shape in. Like that. Let's try something like that on the other side. Just mix it up a little bit though, so the V shape is up there. Like that. Now, even though these are thin lines, we can still double line these thin lines. So let's go around all of those again, and we're going to add some little extra veins into these ears as well. So just like this, look, just take a little line, take a section out, little line, take a section out. Up the top, let's put some extra little veins in. Don't think about it too much, just go and chuck these little lines in wherever you think. That's good. Let's keep on working down. So we're going to add some little shadows and things. So in here, look, little lines around there, around the bottom of the eyes. Anywhere you'd expect to see a shadow, let's go and put in a little broken line. Under the hands, under the feet. Oh, I didn't put a pad in on that one. Quick. Let's put a pad in with that fat pen. Okay, let's keep going. Into the belly. Let's do some important stuff in the belly. We've got a big round belly like that. A little cross in the middle there. We want to make our character look a bit furrier, so let's go and throw in some V's everywhere. Flicking the V's. You're going to flick the pen up as you do this to get a nice tapered end to the top. But what it does, it just gives your character, gives the impression of a bit of fur in there. So flicking the V's everywhere. Let's make the feet look hairy. Let's put some toenails on actually. Toenails. And make the feet look hairy just by putting some little sprinkles everywhere. Awesome. Right, let's get back in the nose. Let's put some little dimples and stuff in the nose. Look, just a couple of little bumps. That looks great. What about in the teeth? Flick a few lines around in the teeth just to make the teeth look like they've got a little bit more grain to them. Let's also go around the edge of the body. Let's just flick a few lines out. Let's make our character look a little bit hairier. There we go, like that. That looks great. Maybe a few across the top of the head as well. Awesome. We are just about getting there. What about, let's hash out a few little sections now. What are we doing for time? Really close on time, so I'm going to go and quickly hash out these fingers and pads. Going to put some eyes in. Going to work on the background as well. So what else are you doing on yours in this last 3 minutes? 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. So some little pads in there, giving them a bit of colour. Let's go with the eyes. What we're going to do with the eyes, I'm going to keep the eyes really simple. Let's have it looking up. One circle with a circle right up in the top corner. I know circles don't have corners, but you know what I mean. We're going to have our character looking up. And what's it looking up at? It's looking up at a family of flies over here. Which have all kind of grown out of this. Coming out of his head. Yeah, let's have that. Awesome, right. Finish off, last few seconds. I'm just going to put some ink splats all the way around. I noticed I've got that there. Look, this. Don't know where that one came from, but let's get rid of it. How are we doing? Let's flick a few little lines out around the eyes. Remember I said about that at the start? Here we go, look. Just flicking a few little extra lines. There we go. Nipples. That's it. That is your 15-minute doodle challenge. So we're all done there. I quite like this little character. It's a Stumpy character that I've been drawing quite a lot over the last few years in my Korp Academy. So feels good to have it as part of the 15-minute doodle challenge as well. So don't forget, have a little go yourself. Post it online. Either tag me or use the hashtag doodlewithkorp. So I can find it. Right, well done for taking part. I'll see you next week in another 15-minute doodle challenge.